This was Chelsea in the Carabao Cup against Wimbledon. They finally got to win that match 2 goals to 1. Welcome. This is the big game. Wow, quite a lot happening just today in the world of football. A whole lot because the transfer window will end today. Today, the 1st of September, and you know how it is, the frenzy, the drama, the twists, the turns, all of that is going to be on play today as the transfer window rounds up. Okay, the major news is that Saudi Arabia they are doing their best. Now, when I say Saudi Arabia, there are 4 clubs that are owned by the PIF. That's the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, Al Ali, Al Ittihad. Who are owned by the PIF, who are really doing their most when it comes to buying players from Europe. There's a talk about testing Liverpool's, resolve with a mega bid for Mohamed Salah. And you see, that's the thing. It's the final day of the transfer window, and Liverpool will not have any time to replace him, as it were. Klopp has said that this would not go away. But for the fact that this rumor is gathering steam, remember the case with Mbappe. Salah has not come out to shut it down officially. So it seems like there's something there. And the talk is that he is going to be at par, or maybe even more, than Cristiano Ronaldo when it comes to money being earned. Well, we'll see. I don't think it will happen, personally. But you never know. You can never say never in this transfer window. Anything can happen. So, of course, that's the first bit of major transfer news talking about Salah and the bid from Al Ittihad. Still quite a lot happening over, still on Liverpool, of course. There's talk about Ryan Gravenberch coming. But Manchester City, in their bid to find a replacement after Gundogan had left the club, they are now reaching a final agreement for Matheus Nunes from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Remember that there was a chase for Lucas Paqueta from West Ham, but due to betting violations, as it were, or a betting investigation on Lucas Paqueta, that deal fell through. So as it stands now, Matheus Nunes would soon be a Manchester City official player, as they have reached an agreement for £53 million. And I mean, look at what Pep Guardiola is doing in the transfer market. Kovacic came in from Chelsea straight into the team. It looks like he has been in that Manchester City team for a while. And then Emerick Laporte left after Josko Vardiol came into the particular team. And now Matheus Nunes, they are set for the new season. Cole Palmer, by the way, to Chelsea. Now, that is one that's quite surprising, because Cole Palmer is one of the youngest talents at Manchester City, and we expected that Pep Guardiola will use him. But Todd Boehly and Mauricio Pochettino just love young boys. I mean that not in the way you think now. Sorry about that. It was Mazino that distracted me, the way he looked at me. I don't know what's up with that dude. But yeah, not in that way. But I mean, they love young players. Let's move on from this story. Okay, well, yeah, there's quite a lot happening in the transfer window. Of course, let's take a look at much more around Europe. This one is big. Ansu Fati moving to Brighton on a season-long loan from Barcelona. Now, Ansu Fati, who, of course, was heralded as the heir apparent to Lionel Messi, even took the Mercurial Star midfielder's number 10 jersey. But as it stands, injuries and maybe a lack of opportunities kind of hampered his growth in the club. And now Barcelona have decided to send him on loan to Brighton to probably sharpen his skills. And I think it's a quality addition for Brighton. From the left wing, there's Karu Mitoma. So I don't think he's going to bench Karu Mitoma. He's probably going to play on the other side. Who's there now? What's his name now? The name Solimach. Yeah, that's the name now. Quite a number of players there. But Roberto De Zerbi is one coach that I really rate. Quite a brilliant coach, I must say. There's that thing when it comes to how to put it now, recycling. The players have come, they've gone. They get new players. And he said something which I really love, a quote from Robert De Zerbi. He said, look, you can buy our players, but you cannot buy our spirit. It might seem cliche, but there's something that guy has got going on there. So Brighton, Ansu Fati, season-long loan to Brighton. Great one. Kudos to them. They're looking like they're going to be cooking this season. They're doing quite well. The major story, of course, after the transfer window. Now, of course, for the transfer window, just stay tuned in to the beautiful game tomorrow, Saturday, 11 a.m. We will take on the transfer window and also the UEFA Champions League. The draws held yesterday. Of course, Chelsea and Liverpool were not there. Liverpool will manage Europa League. Chelsea, it's not even Conference League as it stands now. Chelsea's only Carabao Cup and FA Cup that they will manage this time. But yeah, the groupings threw up quite an interesting, pairings there, and there's a lot that has been said. Well, let's go through all the groups, as it were. Group A has Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Copenhagen, and Galatasaray. Well, that's what is going to be quite a battle there. Manchester United fans are talking about how Bayern Munich is there. It's not going to be easy. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, and RC Lens of France. Quite an interesting one there. Group C, SSC Napoli, Real Madrid, Sporting Braga, and of course Union Berlin of Germany, debutants in the Champions League. Group D would have Benfica, Inter Milan, RB Salzburg, and of course Real Sociedad of Spain. In Group E, there's Feyenoord, champions of the Eredivisie. We have Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone once again. A 7-0 win for them the last time. I think they're going to have an assault on this season. There's SS Lazio of Italy and, of course, Celtic from Scotland in Group F. Now, that is a group everybody has been talking about. People call it the group of death. Yes, and for me, I'll call it the most open group, and it's going to be the most interesting group. Every match day in Group F is going to be an interesting one. And why would I say so? The teams that make up Group F, Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund, like you just saw there, AC Milan, and, of course, Newcastle. Whoa. Now, that's quite an interesting group. I would do my best to watch every match in that particular group. That was quite, that's quite an interesting group, I must say. Group F, people call it the group of death. Now, Group G has defending champions Manchester City, RB Leipzig, Crvena Zvezda. That's talking about formerly known as Red Star Belgrade. And, of course, Young Boys of Switzerland. And the final group there, Group H. Well, this time around, Barcelona hopefully will come out of the group stage as they have Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Antwerp of Belgium with them in that particular group. That is it. That is what the Champions League draws. Like I said, tomorrow's show on The Beautiful Game, we are going to focus on the transfer window and the Champions League draw. It's going to be a bumper ride. 11 a.m. Tune in. You don't want to miss all of that. Okay? Titi has just been instructed. She has to say something about football. But funny enough, she doesn't have to. She actually is. She follows football to some extent. Yeah, she does. I know the female word. Because she has a footballing daughter, so she definitely does have to, put in some work when it comes to football, yeah?